In this talk, we are going to talk about how to bounce back from being fired, being terminated, being made unemployed, being made redundant, being kicked out of a company. Welcome to corporate America. If you work in corporate America or in any corporate company or any private sector, even now the public sector, at some point in your career, you will be fired. And it's very important not to take it personal. It's just business. And I've been terminated and fired many times in my career, and I will still go on to be terminated and fired, but I will always bounce back. And I'm going to share with you in this talk how you can bounce back. Now, I've told you that there's no such thing as a job for life, but this is not the time. Once you've been fired, this is not. Now, let's put a pause here. Most of you, when you are terminated or when you are fired, your head will start spinning. Your head will start spinning because most of you define yourselves by your jobs and you don't really have a purpose. What's the definition of purpose? The definition of purpose is a life with intent, meaning and goal setting with the aim of providing benefit, not just to yourself, but to the wider community. An example of a purpose is somebody is creating social empowerments to the black community so they can go and make six figures in the corporate world. Another example of a purpose is creating social empowerment on the African continent by investing in African startups so they can go and create jobs locally so that we can help Africa become one of the largest job creators in the world. Vumbly is a purpose. Most of you don't even know what I do. You just know me through Vumbly. Vumbly is a purpose. We believe in the power of dreams and we try to bring those dreams to life and turn them into meaningful, sustainable businesses that can go on to create jobs and make the African Uganda community thrive. Now, most of you have not been living your lives with intent, by the way, and you will probably need some emotional first aid to get over your sacking because you think it's only you. It's just that most of you are busy fronting on the internet on your friends and etc, etc, etc. And when you do get terminated, nobody posts, oh, by the way, I got terminated, but it happens to everybody. Now, there are two types of people who get terminated: the prepared and the unprepared. What do prepared people look like? Prepared people have 3 to 6 months of saving. Prepared people have been interviewing, or at least interview once a month. Prepared people have been applying. Prepared people have their LinkedIn up to date. Prepared people have been blogging about their career. Prepared people have become thought leaders and they have a following of people that follow them because they become an expert in the field that they are operating in. Prepared people are not the ones posting their drink ups on social media. Prepared people are not the ones who spent all their money going on holiday because their friends, because of they feared missing FOMO. Which one of them are you? From today on, you will be a prepared person. If you're not prepared today and you don't meet all of those things which I've said, say to yourself, tomorrow I will be prepared. Thank you very much. Moving on swiftly. Now, I'm going to make some assumptions. I'm going to make some assumptions that you've seen some of my past videos on how to find the job. Things to do before the interview, things to do in the interview. So I'm going to assume that you have an up-to-date CV. I'm going to assume you've been watching Bloomberg. I'm going to assume you've been reading the market research reports. And I'm going to assume you've been going to industry events. I'm going to make a whole lot of assumptions. And the list I'm going to give you is by no means exhaustive, but I am hoping, if you have not seen those videos, put pause in this video and go back and see how to make 100K. Video number 1, finding the job. Moving on swiftly, assuming you've done all of those things, this is a chance now for you. The first thing to do as soon as you get the news, they've put you into the room, you've been hit with the sledgehammer, or they've put you on Teams, they hit you with the sledgehammer, you're going to just breathe, calm down. And what you are going to do is you are going to finish work that day and you are going to go to the nicest place that you know. For me, it's the Four Seasons or Dubai, the W on the beachfront, or the W Barcelona, or somewhere nice in Canary Wharf, or the Corinthia. And you are going to reflect and be thankful for the money that you've consumed. You've been there. I'm assuming you've been there for some time. You want to be thankful. You're going to remember all the good things that you've done, all the things that you've done with that money, all the people you've helped with that money. And you're going to be like, woo, I had a good run. Because you had a good run, right? All good things come to an end. And you're going to be thankful for that. Whilst you are there, you're going to think of what could have you have done better. Yeah? And you're going to make notes. You're going to do root cause analysis. After you've done your root cause analysis, you are going to accept it, but it ain't over till it's over. So you're going to go down guns blazing. How to go down guns blazing? Don't go back and query, why did you sack me? You sacked me for this. No, you are going to deliver great work. You are going to deliver the greatest work of your life. In the last few weeks, you are going to make sure you leave with a clean exit so that they say, we're struggling without this guy. We're struggling without Chris. He did some good diagrams. He's been holding it down. You're going to be on time. You're not going to moan. When you get to work, you're going to give the best work of your life, whilst also planning for your next life. When you give the best work of your life, you're going to find better things to put on your CV. If you can shadow people, and you're going to put all of those things onto your next, you're going to take all of those skills and qualities to your next role. Losers keel over and be like, I've been sacked. What am I going to do? I'm not going to come in anymore. I'm just going to be stupid. Wake up and smell the coffee. It's time to grow and move on. You are not going to take it personal. It's not your father's business. It's just business. Then you are going to secure the basics before you do anything. Yeah? And when I say secure the basics, you are going to make no life sudden changes. You are going to see how much money do I have in the bank? How much runway do I have? Okay, this runway which I have, you are going to call up universal credits. Let's put a pause here. If you have been paying tax and you are unemployed and you are not claiming universal credit, stupid, because you have been paying tax. This thing is for, but you know what they get? They don't give you universal credit because they like you. They know that they want people to have tax receipts. That means they need you to be earning a lot of money. That means they've put it there for you so that you can use it to rebuild yourself while you stabilize, so that you can go and earn more tax receipts, not getting low-paid job, rushing from the high-paid job to go and sweep the street or do a low-paid job, unskilled job. You've been skilled, you're unskilled. And I'm assuming, by the way, you have a high-value skill. So go and claim your universal credit, see your runway. After you've seen your runway, you can then decide how much time you have. Then you will begin the bounce back phase. Now, once you've made this analysis, this is not the time to go out drinking with your buddies, to go out partying, to go and get wasted, to go on holiday. This is the time to maintain discipline and decorum. The definition of discipline, according to Mike Tyson, is doing the things that you hate like you love them. Like being in the office, making a video quickly before you run out and enjoy the sunshine with the rest of the tribe. Yeah? On a bloody Saturday evening. Again, discipline is doing the things that you love, that you hate, like you love them. Discipline is doing the things that you hate, like you love them. What's the definition of decorum? Look it up on ChatGPT. Moving on swiftly. Now, you must have a brand. Yeah? In 2025, a CV is not enough. You must have a brand. What does having a brand mean in 2025? Go have LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn is not like mine. By the way, if your LinkedIn is not like my LinkedIn, you need to push pause on this video and you need to go and spend 1 or 2 hours doing your LinkedIn so it looks like my LinkedIn. And by the way, if you don't have LinkedIn in 2025, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you behind and you need to catch up. Moving on swiftly, a person who has a career brand also has a blog. You are blogging about career. You are a thought leader. You have your own personal website. You are also having you are making content in your field, for whatever field, because you want to be an outlier and you want to have a great story to tell when you go for your next interview. And you're going to get an interview, they're going to call you, so it's best to be prepared rather than freaking trying to make it up on the way as you go. Now, when you have now you've decided, we've known that you're terminated, you got the discipline out of the way, you got your structure, you're fighting back. By the way, it's not over till it's over, but let me tell you a story. Let's put a pin in this. I'll tell you a quick story. I worked for one big insurance company last year, and they terminated me in November. And then from November, I did the fight back, I did the bounce back. You know, I went to the bloody freaking, I was in Dubai, I went to the W, sat on the W for the day, did the bounce back. Then they were like, oh, this is really good, this is really good. I was on 2 weeks notice. Then they said, can you stay for another 2 weeks? No problem, I'll stay for another week. I'll rack up the work, I'll rack up the work, I'll rack up the work. Can you stay for another 2 weeks? I'll rack up the work. Oh, we need December cover, can you stay for another 2 weeks? I'm racking up the fees, by the way. I'm racking up the fees, I'm getting paid $750 a day. I'm racking up the fees, racking up the fees. Oh, January, people are not back. Can you stay for another 2 weeks? I'm racking up the fees. Oh, do you know what? We've got a quick project. You're quite good at doing these documentation. Could you do another 2 weeks? I'm racking up the fees. Oh, do you know what? One of the guys is going on paternity leave. Can you stay for another 2 weeks? I'm racking up the fees. Until March. I got sacked in November. It's not over until it's over. And if I really wanted to stay on that job, I could have. But the thing is, they wanted me to come into the office, and I was in freaking Dubai, and I was having the time of my life. And I was thinking, why the hell am I going to come back to this? Yeah, they sacked me already. Now there's a bit of indiscipline, yeah, because I should have. But I was thinking, do you know what? I'm enjoying myself. I'm with the missus, I'm with the fam. We're on the beach, you know, it's Dubai. I'm looking at on the news. I'm seeing UK weather, storms, beachy, ice, snow. I'm like, I like money, but it's too much. Discipline and decorum. Moving on swiftly. How should you structure your week? Your week should be structured into days. There are 5 days, 5 major days. These are the things you should be doing during the week. You should have a dedicated day for all of these things. 1, industry insights, industry events, industry research. Yeah. 2, you should have a day for content where you make content like this. I'm making you career content on how to bounce back from failure, from being sacked. 3, portfolio building. That means you have to build a portfolio. If you're an artist, you build a portfolio. If you are in social science, you write social science papers. 4, a high value skill days. How many days is that? Industry, content, portfolio, high value skill day. Then you have to have a volunteering day, where you go into the industry and you go somewhere and you find somebody to say, hey sir, I want to come and build websites for you, and you build it for free. And by the way, if I build this website for you and you like it, you're going to recommend me to 5 of your friends. I'm doing it for free because I got some time. You're going to put that on your CV. You have to find someone like that to go and see. Yeah? It's simple. Then you need mentoring day. If you don't have a mentor in 2025 and you want to get somewhere, and you want to be a 6-figure ninja, then you are behind, and you are not an outlier, and you are not a 6-figure ninja. So you need to get a mentor. Go and find somebody who has the life that you want, who has the career that you want, and you're going to say to them very nicely, sir, I want to come and you mentor me, and I get some experience, and I'm going to work for you for free. I'm going to give you my best. I'm going to come 1 day a week, half a day a week. I'm going to be at home. I'm going to send you the report, wherever it is, project management. Just get a mentor. How should you structure your day? Yeah, based on what I've told you. Now, contrary to popular belief, you are not going to sleep all day and wake up in the night and then start applying for jobs, because the whole freaking world is asleep. You got to be awake during the day so that you can engage with the rec agents who are going to put you on and recommend you to go and get jobs. So this is my day when I'm unemployed or when I've been terminated. I wake up between 8 and I wake up at 8. I wake up earlier, but I start engaging at 8. At 8, you will do workout, and you will do, no. Before I do workout, I do messaging and catching up. Yeah? Messaging, catching up, and Bloomberg. So you should start your day on Bloomberg, end your day on Bloomberg. If you don't know what Bloomberg is, watch my first video, Finding the Job, or go and search Google, what is Bloomberg? You should be on Bloomberg. If you don't know what Bloomberg is, and you want to work in corporate America, and you want to be a 6-figure ninja, you're behind and you need to catch up. So catch up. Then between 8 and 10, I will do messaging, catching up, Bloomberg, stories for the day, what's important, what research, what's caught my eye, what's happening in my feed. And by the way, if your feed on Instagram is not your industry, is not investments, is not whatever, but it's people dancing, you're watching naked girl, you women, you not put your boobs out like this, bum out like this. Hey! By the way, let's put a pause in this here. In 2025, when you're applying for a corporate job, the number one thing that they do a social media search. So if you're on social media, showing off the world how many shots you can take, or you got your boobs out, you got your booty out, and you got your skirt up all the way up here, you behind, and you're in trouble, and you gonna be pulled up on it, or you gonna lose out. Unless you working in the beauty industry where they want to see boobs out and all that, in the corporate world. By the way, how should you dress in corporate America? I want you today, this week I'm giving you an assignment. If you are unemployed, you've been made redundant, go and sit in Canary Wharf for 1 hour. Monday to Friday, go and sit in there and see how you should dress. Not big earrings, big jeans. Corporate is corporate. So your social media, clean up your social media. If your social media don't look like my social media, you're in trouble. Then at 10 o'clock, it's workout and wake up. Now for you who are not, you don't want that extra life, you don't want the 6 figures, you don't want to have that, you can wake up at 10, yeah? You can, I'm excusing you, you just want to be average, you can wake up at 10, you wake up and you work out. Now some of us, we don't eat breakfast, we just fast until sunset. So we skip breakfast. But for you mere mortals who need to eat breakfast, go and eat. Then between 11 and 3 is deep reply and respond. Deep work, deep reply, deep respond. You are responding to the recruitment agents. You are responding to LinkedIn. You are messaging them. You are even picking up their phone. God damn you, you lazy, whatever. You cannot say that you're just going to, I've applied for two jobs. Who have you spoken to? I didn't speak, I just replied, sent email. Silly! Be different from the rest. Pick up the goddamn phone and speak to the rec agent. Hey, my name is Mr. MK Digit. I'm the best architect in the world. When you put me in your organization, I move the needle. I make sure I turn the customer's requirements into technical documentation. After I've turned them into technical documentation, I will help the client raise money for the project from central finance. After we've got the project from central finance, I will make sure we get the best key hires on the goddamn industry, because I'm an A player, and A players hire A players while B players hire C players. I am an A player. After that, I provide the technical guidance to do the delivery, to do the implementation. Then we do the handover to the technical staff and to the BAU. We make sure we do the user acceptance testing, and we make sure that we have delivered the project as has been sold. Am I the guy that you are looking for? That's what you should be doing when you pick up the phone to the recruitment agent. Not standing there replying blind because you're scared of people. Okay. At 3 o'clock, you are allowed to go and get creative enlightenment. When I talk about creative enlightenment, I ain't talking about going to the bar. I ain't talking about going to the club. I ain't talking about going to see your friends. I ain't talking about going to see your mama. I'm talking about you go and sit in a place that gives you creative enlightenment. A place like Canary Wharf. A place like Starbucks in Canary Wharf. A place like somewhere in Canary Wharf that gives you creative enlightenment. A place that has modernity, a place that has facilities, a place that you would like to go when you have the life that you want, when you are employed. You are not going to sit in your room and mope and cry. You are not going to sit in your room and mope and cry. You are not going to sit in your room and mope and cry and then bitch to your losing friends and moan to your losing friends and make one big circle of losers who complain that you got fired. I'm watching you. At 8 o'clock, you are going to do upskilling. You are going to get a skill and you are going to learn it. You're going to upskill. You're going to be on it until closing time. Then at closing time, 10 o'clock, you can go home. If you are outlier between 11 and 2 a.m., you will do side hustle, you will do Bloomberg, you will do research, you will do something. Notice I haven't said in there you can go on a holiday. By the way, if you are prepared and you have your 6 month savings of money, you can go on holiday. You have worked it. Yeah. For me, when I'm terminated, I go and sit in Dubai. I go and sit in Hong Kong. I go and sit somewhere. If you are not me, stay put. If you have not got 3 months, you sit here and you be calm. You be humble. You should have somewhere to volunteer. You should have somebody to mentor you. You should have skills day, portfolio branding, content, YouTube, whatever it is you want to call it. You don't even have to show your face if you don't want to. Industry Insights Day. Now, I cannot do it for you. I won't do it for you. I have too many problems of my own and I need to go and catch the sun. So, if you found this helpful, let me know. If you want to be added to my Confluence page, if you don't know what Confluence is, search it on Google. But let me know. Just put something in the comments, say add me to Confluence, and I will get you a license fee. I'll get you a license. I'll get you a subscription so that you can join the Confluence page. Why do I get you the subscription? Because I want you to do well so that we are all making 6 figures. So when we go to Uganda and we find investments, we can all put 10,000 in without breaking sweat. I won't say goodbye because I never said hello.